Greetings, Virgo. This is Damien with HK Readings, Healing Culture Tarot, and I'm here to do your weekly general love reading. And this is going to be the weekly reading from about the 19th, which is today, until say the 26th of November. Time is fluid, and this could also apply just to in general whenever you watch these messages. However, this is the time frame that it's geared around. Now, this will be for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or Jupiter, okay? So stay tuned to see if any of the messages resonate with you. You might resonate with all of the story or just some. If you don't resonate with, say, any of the story, feel free to check any of my other videos for your other planetary alignments. Or we've got a lot of great readers on YouTube. Just blessings as you continue to find your tribe. As that goes. Cross watchers, you are welcome to the video, of course, to pull your energies for it, and you may likely be the one that gains a lot of insight. I will be reading from the perspective of the Virgo, though, so just be sure to also take the messages as they apply in case they are vice versa. Now, I meditated on your energy a little bit, mostly while I was painting my nails, so I know I have a couple of loving subbies who were telling me that they love the purple, and I rocked the purple for a while, and well, I guess like a few days, and I don't think I uploaded any videos between then, but I'm on the red now. And it's so interesting because your crowning card here that comes up is also red of the card of perfection here. Twinsies, right? So let's talk about this message here with the card of perfection. Through meditating on your energy and also getting this card here, I'm also thinking, because I just got a whiff of like the scent that I'm wearing, which is rose geranium essential oil. And I was like, oh yeah, I forgot I had that on. That smells good. So I'm paying attention to the signs and symbols of the nails, the card, and this rose geranium here. Red, red, red. So as I intuited, this is deeply applied to love for you, as where, other general love readings can bring in things about work or just other types of relationships. This is definitely dealing with a matter of the heart is what I'm putting together. I feel as though for those of you who apply to this, hey, many of you have met somebody or come to meet someone soon where through your dealings with one another, there may be a lot of love there, a lot of passion, a lot of attraction. You may definitely see a future with this person, or if you don't, you definitely want to try to cultivate the side of a future, really get down to the nitty-gritty and see where things go. But along with that, there may be things that you're also starting to realize about this individual here that may not be the most savory, You may not like certain things may annoy you, certain things may bother you, certain things you may not understand. Maybe they operate out of somewhat of a passive energy, and it's really hard to reach them on any way in that level. So I think this is very much about what's not being said. If you are in a situation where there's not much communication on your end or theirs, because you may be operating out of a passive energy, but definitely a focus on what is being said. And I think what's being said are the things that like you may say to yourself, Virgo, or that this person says that frames their thoughts, that frames their, the beliefs in that moment, their temporary beliefs that they, that it's just said just watch out for that. Because this is what you will give harvest to, whatever you speak or whatever you think, because, and just whatever you feel, because this is like an auric field here that's going around her body. And it's definitely going around her head too. So this is however you feel and however you think, watch out, because that's what will manifest. So be sure you're not being too harsh on a situation. Be sure you aren't setting unfair expectations. There's certain things on a pedestal here, and that, that you're understanding what it really means to find someone and be in love. Like, there are going to be those things that you have to figure out, is it worth, dealing with? Or is it not? You know, do I have more love and desire to be with this person and stick it through? Then I have to feel, negatively about all these things I don't like. You got to decide. Like, some people are just, say, for example, not very clean, or clean in the ways that you want them to be. And certain little things that they do, like say y'all are already living together, or even if you're not, you go to this person's house, like you feel like don't really align with who you see your ideal person to be. Make sure you don't have these high, ideals on this pedestal that you have to jump up and reach. If you put it on a pedestal, how is it on the same level as you? Which means you're sitting there trying to jump up and reach it. And what it reminds me of is the image that popped into my head is the Four of Cups in Tarot Wonderland. Let me just give you some imagery. I gotta find this card. The Five of Cups, sorry. Here we go. Don't be, and we're gonna go ahead and bring this card into the reading because it literally flashed into my mind, and it was this particular deck because of this imagery here. And Spirit, led me to talk to you about pedestals here. Now, we know the energy of the Five of Cups, right? We talk about forlornment. We talk about, focusing on the losses. We talk about, all of the things like that. However, in this particular situation, and this is why I'm bringing this Five of Cups into this reading, we're going to see, it plays around it, is because that right there is what popped into my head as the pedestal. And with those cups that are spilled up there, I feel as though it's symbolic of literally the certain ways you may be looking at things, or certain ways you may be feeling that are perfectionistic, that are too ideal, that are not like realistic to get the love you want, or just to be in balance, because you have to have yin and yang energy. So like, whatever's going on, whatever constructs, whatever you're thinking, whatever's in your head, whatever you're feeling, is outdated, it's outplayed. And what you have right here, these two full cups, is a new way to feel, a new way to look at things, a new way to go on about life. But look, and you're trying to reach for the unattainable. She can't reach it. And there's no way to stop these cups from spilling. So I definitely, because they've already spilled. Clearly there's nothing that can be done. So I feel as though there's also energy of a tower moment that's coming for you. And it could have a lot to do with this Mercury in retrograde, I'm sure other planetary influences could be a part of it as well. I'm sure they are. No could. But yeah, that's definitely where I see this reading going here so far. And that's outside of just, because it just popped into my head, that's outside of the whole energy of, how we thought the cliches of Virgos are so perfectionistic and blah, 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 blah. And hey, y'all are really big on these things, details and how things are oriented, and mise en place, everything in its place, like not just physically with things, but just life, idealistically, right? That's what I'm saying. So I really think that like you might want to chill out, because you're also an earth sign. Remember that chill. It's going to carry you far to not potentially miss out on a situation or have detriment put on a situation to where even if it does work out, it's not really at the potential it could have been at because of whatever reason. Now, again, this could be you. This could be the other person very well. It could be you, cross-watcher, very much. So because I know, we know as readers, like, we're going to get viewers from like both sides or multiple sides, right? So Spirit knows it. Spirit's going to bring in cross-watcher energy if it's relevant. So this could very well be the cross-watcher's energy and what Virgo is having to deal with. You know what I'm saying? I want to pull a goddess guidance, and then I want to do some golden tarot, and then I want to sum it up really, because I think this is a pretty clear message. I think, bottom of the deck here, we have Guinevere, true love. The romantic stirrings in your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you. What did I just say? You don't want to mess up an opportunity here. If we're gonna pull one more, you know, you don't want to be too much in your head. You don't want to be perfectionistic about things that maybe you could just use a different perspective, you know? And I can actually vibe with this very much so. Well, you know, I'm a Taurus sun in tropical astrology, but in Vedic astrology, I'm actually ascendant in Virgo with a sun and moon in Taurus. And, you know, I definitely feel the energies of my Vedic chart frequently. The more I come to understand it, the more I see it in myself as well, you know, complementing my tropical alignments. But yeah, I can definitely see that as a Virgo ascendant. Okay. I could almost end this reading here, and I think I might like look. I know when I have a clear message here. Okay. Okay. Now I'm gonna put these two together. I'm gonna show you this one first. But Mother Mary, expect a miracle. Have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. And there we go. So just, if anything, relax, Virgo, because you're about to have a tower moment. Like, there are things that are about to change for you. And, you know, and it's gonna clearly be because you're taking charge and making the change. I feel like there's gonna be a point where, you know, something has to be done. Because in no way do you plan on giving up on this connection. And I feel like this is a new connection, a fresh connection. But you may be very stressed and tired on figuring out how to make it work. But just remember to look at yourself just as much instead of what this person is doing, okay? Because to a very high degree, everything that they're doing is normal to them, as, you know, the same for you. And communication is great. Communication is fucking wonderful. If it's difficult to establish a line of communication, go within yourself and figure out why. Ask yourself the question and the universe will present the answer, whatever it is. But at least like beg the question, bring it up, and, you know, whatever it is, dealing within the levels of self-reflection. Because I can guarantee the moment you do that, again, that's when this tower moment happens. That's when the shift happens. That's when the miracle comes about. And you really see, feel, and connect with a deeper form of love with another individual that you mirror, by the way. This is what you've wanted. Now, for some of you, you are attracting the person that you will have a family with. I'm going to tell you that. You know, it's something that you wanted to do. This is just going to be a new birth in that. I just had something earlier where my cousin, who knows I don't have a child, mentioned, I was like, you know, she just had a baby, and she was like, and, you know, I commented on one of her posts, and I was just like, you know, I love you so much, Brie. I can't wait to see you in Little Hermes. And she responded, and she was like, thank you, you know, I love you too, heart, like, can't wait to see you and, you know, your baby girl, like your little girl. And I'm like, and I immediately thought like, oh shit, that was definitely spirit talking, because Brianna knows I don't have a daughter. Like, she knows that. Anyways, I'm saying that to say this. As a Virgo ascendant, like I told you, so I'm feeling the energies here. If you look at this card of Guinevere, she's clutching jewelry right here in her hand, but the arms, the way that they're positioned, you know, the way that she's positioned, it's as if she's holding a child. Do you see this? Imagine it. And her looking down at it. And we talk about this card for, excuse me, for goddess guidance, being symbolic of new birth here and finally getting what you wanted here. Desire for, again, like I said, either new true love or that, you know, and a family and a child. But whatever you've been wanting to birth here is going to happen. Just a little, you know, just a few things you got to do to ease this on about. So that's what I have for you. I hope you truly enjoy your weekly. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Show HK Readings some love. Help the channel grow. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, information is below in the description box on how to contact me. Excuse me. And the services that I offer as well. As far as the different readings, you can also contact me by email if you are interested in distant Reiki, as I am a licensed Reiki healer as well. And we can talk about all of those wonderful things, pendulum readings as well. I'm going to leave you with this, and I really feel like this message is for some of y'all out here, and it's really going to give clarity. I really feel that. So I'm excited. Love you.